Hello guys, and welcome to this how-to tutorial about how to create or design a website. This is the more or less the summary that we are going through. It's the introduction that I'm doing now. Then design and publish and check your work. Let's see. The way we are going to build the website is going to be very easy. It is an easy way. You don't have to write any line of code. The options that you more or less could do that in this order, not particular to be the best or the worst. It's just not a particular order. It's Weebly, WordPress, Google Sites, and I am Creator. The ones that are my favorite, Weebly, for many reasons that I'm going to explain here. WordPress and Weebly and these sites are all them are free, but if you want more advanced options, then you have to pay a monthly fee, year, whatever you might choose. The one that I think that they offer a better design interface and more options are maybe Weebly and I am Creator, but the problem with I am Creator is that you only get 50 megabytes for all the sites that you design in your account, and 50 megabytes for all the websites, it's not that much. If you only make one, maybe you can get all three, but in that case then you have the same options or even some more options in Weebly and you have less limitations. WordPress, it's quite funny because I even tried to register and it didn't work for me. I was getting onto the register page all the time, but I have been informing myself and it's mostly just blogging, and you can create a website, yes, but the free version has so many limitations, and it's I don't know why anyone will choose this, besides that it's much more complicated to design a website. And then there's Google Sites. What I like is that it's powered by Google, and in your same account that you have Gmail or whatever, then you can use these Google Sites. But the problem is that I found is that the designs that and the templates you get, they are very outdated and they don't look that pretty, and it looks like more that you are designing a page that was like for 5-10 years ago. Not like in Weebly or I am Creator that you can design websites like fully HTML5 and the beautiful rich design that adapts to tablets, phones and those things. So yeah, so focusing more in why I'm choosing Weebly. It's free and has an easier and decent upgrade option. It means that if there are two upgrade options, that it's the professional and the intermediate, and it's not that expensive, that one. But basically it removes one little banner that it's at the bottom, but it's a very clean banner. It's not that obvious commercial that you might get in other places, and it looks really bad. Though in this case it's not a big deal. But if you upgrade to the personal account, then the banner you can personalize it for you. You can put your logo or whatever you wanted. So it has a clean interface. You don't need any programming skills. You can design everything, like dragging options, dragging images, dragging sections of the web page. It has a lot of templates, which they are really beautiful, most of them, and they offer highly customization options. By the way, this is the last point, I don't get any money by sponsoring this, because I actually don't sponsor Weebly. I just think that they have a neat product that satisfies my needs and can satisfy many of your needs, especially if you don't have any designing skills or programming skills like HTML, HTML5 and those things. JavaScript, if you are a master on that and you want to spend your time, well, you can go there to do that, but then you wouldn't be watching this tutorial anyway. So this tutorial is mostly focused for people that They want to have a beautiful web page. They don't want to have to pay someone thousands of dollars to make a website, and they can do it themselves. They can maintain it themselves. So the benefits of this is just much cheaper. You don't rely on anyone else, and you learn something, which is always nice, right? So we go to the website www.weebly.com, and when the web page is loaded, here you can see the options. You can change the language here, but you can get started, means that you put your mail or the password you want. You can also log in through Facebook or Google Plus accounts, and when you have registered, you click to log in, and I will log into here. In this account that I use for testing, I haven't created any account yet, so I have this my site, like the default one that it created it for me. So I will create a site, and here you see the options that I get if I want to create a store, a blog, or a site. Most of the case you will want a site. And as I was saying, the design is very simple because you only have to choose one of these beautiful schemas that you can see here. Don't worry about the images, because the images can be changed from many that they have, and from many that you may have and you want to upload. As you can see, most of them, they are really beautiful. They can cool design. Something that it's very nice is that you can create a test site, for example, like I'm doing, and then you can experiment with the designs. And even if you, let's say that you choose a design and then you are not happy with it, you just change it, and all your personal information that you uploaded there, like let's say text that you put about your company, if you have a company, or your personal site, then it's modified. It's not. It's modified the template, but not modified your content. That's what I mean. For example, we can choose this one. Looks quite neat to me. Then we wait for the software to create the basic site, and then here you have several options to attach this site to either a Weebly subdomain, or if you have your own domain, you can do it here. Maybe I can do a later tutorial explaining how to do this if you have a domain already in another company. The easiest ones are these, because since it's with you buy with Weebly, then they have the DNS records, so they do it automatically for you. And this one, it's also automatically for you. And this one, you just have to go to your register, and then look for the DNS records that point to the website, and then change them to Weebly. They show you how to do it, like which IPs you have to point to and everything. But as I told you before, I will make another tutorial in the future, because that was not the point of this tutorial. So here you can write whatever you want. I'm trying HowTo. Obviously it's a popular name. HowTo tests. Then I click continue, and here you can select this option. Here it explains that it's very easy, as I was telling you before. It's a drag and drop mostly, and when you follow the next place, you will see here's a little video if you want to see it, like that show you a bit how how to design Fastly website too. And I go straight to build my website, and as I was saying, here's your site. You can change here the text. For example, here can be, in my case, HowTo, and in the bottom text you can also change what you want. It's like, for example, profile or whatever you want to call it. And then you have by default these pages: home, about, and contact. And for example, in the profile, I can select, you say, click here and link, and then standard page, and then in about, for example. And then when I will click profile, it will go to about when the web page is public, of course. And then here it's like the header that you want to run, how to tutorials, teaching you stuff. And as you can see, the website looks already quite pretty, and I haven't done nothing here. And you see the footer is one of the options that I was telling you before, that you have to be registered and pay for it. When I click here, you can get your plan, starter, pro, and business. You don't really need it actually, because it's just these little features. If you just want to have a beautiful starting page for your business or personal page, then just this, it's good enough. The image, you can change it, as I was telling you before. They offer you a lot of images already. This maybe looks more fitting for my content, how to, and you can change the blur, make it more blurry if you want. In my case, it's fine like this. Then you click save to all pages. When you click save to all pages, what means that when you go to about, for example, you also have a little bit of the image in all the places. It makes the page more professional. It gives more a professional look. Then you have a mobile view, desktop view, and now we only have left to publish the contact form. Well, before publishing, here, for example, I was saying you drag elements, but then you can drag a text element in the about, and then you can write here what you want, what is about this page. In this page, blah 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 blah. That's it. And then in contact, you can go to here on the left. You can see all the elements that you can drag. They are more classified in some more or less options. Money involved, more stuff. Money, you can add products, Google AdSense, if you have that. You can put videos. The ones that show the icon here means that you need to be having a plan. The free version, you cannot have it, or you can try it for some time, but then you have to pay to have this. But anyway, if you have a YouTube video, you can put YouTube videos for free, Flash. And this is a structured elements, buttons, spacers. You can contact, images that you want to add here. And since I'm in the contact, I could put a contact form, as simple as that. You see how easy it was. Here you can personalize it, and then the form options, you can set that the submit button shows this text, it sends to a link, and then where you want it to email the form petitions that you may get. And let's go to publish, continue. Here, since we didn't set it up yet, you can select a category for your website. Mine, well, let's say education, and then informational. That mostly helps because the system attacks automatically to your site. So, for example, when people look in Google, it reads this information to see which kind of page you have. If people look for information and something like that, then your page is going to appear more likely in those kind of content than in gaming, for example. In this case, it's not a gaming page. Okay, we had a simple question here, so it's not a bot creating the page. And well, as always, they need to make money, of course, and they suggest, yeah, the page you created here, it's available, buy it now and everything. But no, in this case, we'll open in a new tab. You can share it on Twitter or Facebook. And here is our page, HowTo tutorials, and then the profile. It goes to about, contact, and as I was saying, the page looks very neat. And then when you click here, you could have more images or something that you wanted. And then this is the little banner that I was saying you, the commercial. It's, as you can see, it's not that bad. It's not interfering in your content in any way. You don't get banners everywhere else like in many other places. Going back to the design page, here we were in the build menu. You can go into the design, and the design means that once you selected the template, you can change the colors. For example, you can make it blue, and then you can change the fonts, which kind of fonts, if you like another one, the background, the image. So you change the colors. It's to suit more your page. And then you can create easily more pages. For example, here you can create a blog page. Why not? You can create a blog page, and every page has a different option here that you can choose. For example, the home page is a landing page. It's the one with the picture that looks bigger and everything. The about is a short header. Contact also short header, and the blog, well, we can select tall header. Why not? And then you can maybe want to add another external page with videos maybe, and then we can go here, save and edit, and then in videos we can drag a YouTube video. This is an example, and here in the options, as you can see, you could just click and the options come up, and you put the video URL, whatever you want it to be. And the blog, it's also very simple. You see the tall header, it's compared to the other that was shorter. So depends on the page content that you want to put. You want to make it like the one or the other. You can even change the image if you wanted. But for the moment, you say you don't have to write any line of code. You could if you wanted. There's an option that you can add some personal HTML tags and to change stuff, but you actually, to build a website, you don't really need it. And then you could create a new post here in the blog section, and then how to blah blah blah, post options immediately. You can schedule time. It's like you have a blog in your own website, which is amazing. You don't need to go to external posts, external bloggers or whatever. It's in your apps and your website. That looks very neat. You can have all this kind of cool stuff. And here you haven't seen it yet, but in this page we can show an image, and then you can, in the images, you can select one URL if you know it from internet or from your computer or whatever you want to do, search. And if you were selecting the dividers and everything, you can put a divider here, and then, for example, maybe the text you wanted to have it on the side, we delete this divider here, and then you have an image here and the text here, and all this without writing any line of code. We mostly covered the design options, and one last bit that I was commenting at the beginning is that you can change the theme. And for example, it's like, yeah, I don't like so much that theme, or it's not as cool as I was expecting. Maybe I want this one with some images here already and everything. You can preview it, or you can straight choose it, and then you choose it. But as you can see, my new pages are still there. HowTo blah blah. My contact form, my about page is also there with my personal information. So I just changed the theme of the entire website with one click, and everything else I didn't have to change. And then you can go maybe to the image that suits more for the content you want. As you can see, lots of images. This one looks nice. Save all pages, and here we have another design. In one click you can publish, and here we just have to refresh the page, and perfect, a new beautiful page. Well guys, I see that this is going quite well, and now was one last thing to finish. It's that the general settings of the page. One of the options is here. You see the fav icon, favorite icon. You cannot change it because it's the free version. Of course, they already offer you really a nice tool to create a website and without any annoying commercials around, for free. And well, the least they can do is that if you want to get that little extra perks, that you have to pay. But anyway, the starter version of the Weebly page, it's not that expensive anyway. If you are in a personal website, you don't want to bother maybe to do that, but if you are in a business, well, to pay like €3 per month, maybe it's not that much, depends on your business. If you are just starting, you can just wait, and if the things go better and you want to make your page look more pro when you have more visitors and everything, not look more pro, look more that it's not from a free site, you know, that you're not in a cheap business, then you can do that. You can change the site name, you can even put passwords, you can have pages also with passwords, and this is the SEO. This is like you put site description here, and this is what Google and other search engines use to look your page. The meta keys, for example, how to those things, and the site description, you write this HowTo page shows you whatever, blah blah blah. And the header code and footer code, here they show examples, because if you are using Google Analytics, you get a tracking code that you have to insert here, and then this way you can track your views and visitors and the ages of them, locations of the visitors, and much more information that you get from here. Because if I will show you after that, we should go to the statistics, to the Weebly, they are very limited, and if you pay or you are like in the upgraded version, you get more information. But you can just have Google Analytics and you can get all that information for free. I will note down to make another tutorial about that. Then you can add editors. For example, you're in a company and many people you want to access to this page and edit and everything. You can add people, members, everything. So yeah, that's pretty much the designing of the page. And then you go to when you exit to the editor, this is the page I created. You can see the stats, you get the views, they are my views, one unique visitor, me, and you see upgrade to see more stats, but for a basic page you don't need it. And if we go back to the thing that I was needed to talk about, you will see that we have done everything: adding pages, optimize for SEO, and publish and check your work. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to post in your comment below your feedback and anything you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye guys.